In this video, we will be covering the Ascendant boss Roland. Roland has a slightly unique mechanic involving his phases, but as usual, we will dive in and break down his moveset to simplify the fight. The battle opens with phase 1 of the fight, or we'll just call it the standard phase as this will be explained shortly. When you're at a distance, Roland has one ranged attack where he fires a single shot with his rifle. The wind-up is pretty obvious, so you should have no trouble dodging it. If you choose to fight him up close, Roland has 4 different melee attacks, each with varying wind-ups. For this attack, Roland will raise his blade over his shoulder with a slight wind-up and you can expect a forward slash from him. This move has a slight delay and unsuspecting players would get baited to dodge. For the second of his possible attacks, Roland would spin around and perform a quick kick. This has the shortest telegraph and is also the deadliest. It starts with a hit and the following strikes are usually fatal if you get caught by it. If you react fast enough, one way of escaping this attack would be performing a character switch and immediately dodging out of harm's way. For his third possible move, Roland will rest his blade on his shoulder as he taunts you. This will soon be followed up with 2 forward slashes. And finally, this is the last of the 4 possible melee attacks in his standard phase. Roland would reach out and taunt you, followed by 2 downward slashes. This attack is easy to avoid and also has the longest wind-up. Of course, while practice makes perfect are good words to live by, you can also choose to just deal with this phase using ranged attacks and only have the rifle shot move to worry about. Next up is the second phase. Unlike most bosses, Roland's second phase only lasts for a while before returning to the standard phase. The same goes for the third phase. When the phase begins, Roland will jump to a certain direction and has 4 different moves. Roland will summon pillars at your location which will launch you, and he always does this when you're not at melee range. The telegraph on the ground is pretty distinct, so make sure to dodge out of it. If you do get hit by this move, your character will be launched and suspended in the air while Roland follows up with a combo attack. However, just like his kick attack, a quick character switch and dodge can break you out of his combo. When Roland starts twirling his sword in front of him, he's ready for a 3 wide AoE combo with his weapon. 2 horizontal slashes followed by a vertical one. This is easier to dodge when you're at melee range where you could just get behind him. When he twirls his weapon behind him instead, he's going to perform a forward spiral attack. All you need to do is to dodge to the sides. And lastly, a forward wide AoE 2-hit sword combo. As usual, just dodge to the sides or behind him. Don't let the different moves and their various telegraphs confuse you. All you need to know is to get close to him and dodge to his rear and the battle will become far simpler. And that's the end of phase 2, which only lasts about half a minute, and Roland will revert to his standard phase. This concludes the tutorial for the Roland boss fight in chapter 3. In the next section after this clip, I will be covering his final phase, which you will see in chapter 7, Pain Cage, and other challenging content. In the full version of the boss fight, Roland will once again leap in a direction to signify the start of Phase 3. He only has 2 moves in this phase. The first one you see here is where he swings across the map with countless explosions. All you have to do is keep your distance and run or evade to the side, away from his path. For his second move, Roland will hurl an explosive canister and then it'll explode mid-air. The cue to dodge is when you hear the sword whip. If you're not confident with the timing, you could just do a double dodge. And just like Phase 2, Phase 3 only lasts about half a minute and then it's safer to engage him. Deceptive at first glance, but the strategy is mostly straightforward. Once again, practice makes perfect. Essential links are included in the description below, and consider leaving a like, comment or subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
諦めた方が賢明です。